I did my workstation for 4th grade English Language Arts reading. First, I'm going to show you my workstation and then I'll explain each part to it. The theme is Native Americans. First, I'd like to tell you that my classroom will be divided into 5 groups of 4 desks. In the corner of each desk will be a colored dot. There will be purple, green, red, and yellow. Each of these dots have a specific meaning that only the teacher or other teacher aides may know. Purple dot is for the students who have signs of dyslexia. The green dot is for the gifted and talented students or who show signs of gifted and talentedness. Red are for the English language learners, and yellow are for all the other students who have other special needs or like physical or other learning disabilities. When they get ready to go to the workstation, there's 4 sections, and they go to their section that has their colored dot. The first section is the purple dots, and in this section there's 2 activities that they can choose from. One, they can read along the book Indian Paintbrush along with audio recording. This is for dyslexic students. This helps them to follow along so they can hear the words as they are also reading them, and they can see them at the same time. The second option is that they can create a cookbook. This is following instructions. As you can see, I didn't have an extra computer, but I have a website that they can go to, and they can pick 4 different types of Native American recipes. They are to copy the recipes handwritten onto construction paper, decorate it, and combine it. Then they can later take it home and hopefully with the parents' help create one of the recipes. I've read that dyslexic students work well when they have the help of parents or adults who help them when they're following along as far as reading. This will be fun and also a good learning experience for dyslexic students. The next section is the green section, which is for gifted and talented. The first option for them is to get on the computer and to research about a few different tribes of Native Americans. Then they are to create a short story including a setting, plot, character, theme, and climax. This follows along with one of the texts that is required of 4th grade students. Another option they can do is to make a graph. They can choose how they want to graph it, but they can research on the different types of food that the Americans ate, and then they should do a graph showing their research. The red dots are for English language learners. The first option for them would be to play a game called How Many Words Can You Make Out of Native Americans? This is a good thing for English language learners as they are showing you and learning the different words that they know in English. It also helps with vocabulary skills and spelling. the option 2 for them is that they have a deck of cards, and they're supposed to pick 5 cards from the deck. On these cards are pictures of Native American things like teepees, buffalo, bow and arrow, different things of that nature. They are to use the dictionary, look up the word, and then write a sentence using that word. This will also help in their vocabulary skills in the English language. Then our last section is the yellow section for special educational needs and other learning disabilities. The first option that they can choose from this workstation is to create a poster on one of the books that is laid out. Several of these books are Woman Who Lived with the Wolves, Hiawatha, The Indians of Texas, and The Caddo Nation. All these books are based on our Native American theme, and they are to create a poster based on one of the books. Option 2 for them is to make 2 journal entries. They don't have to be very long, and they can be very creative. They can, but it has to be as if they were a Native American of one of the following tribes: the Caddo, the Jumano, or the Karenka. These are all Native American tribes. They are to create 2 journal entries as if they were one of the tribe's members, and also to illustrate it, to draw pictures. This helps them to be creative and use their imagination, and with whatever learning disabilities they may have, they can use all kinds of art supplies to create and don't have to worry about not being able to do something. And that is it for my workstation.